lines and angles part 2. Here we are going to learn about the pair of lines. Pair of lines means two lines which are intersecting as well as having the transversal. So intersecting means so both lines
have common point.
intersect at one point. So let's take here O. So AB and CD are intersect at O. So in first part we learned that when two lines are intersect, we will get the vertical angles are equal. Vertically opposite angles are equal. So here AOC and DOB, similarly AOD and COB are equal. These two are equal and these two are equal. So if we get a transversal means a line which is cutting the two lines. Okay, here line L and M are there. So in between the one transversal is passing, that is P, which will cut here, making the four angles, as well as here also making the four angles. So here four angles are those 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and here 5, 6, 7, 8. These are our angles which made by the transversal. Then which type of angles those are? First we should know about that one. First things are interior angles. Where is interior angles? Interior means inside. So those are 3, 4, 5, 6. Next, exterior angles. Exterior means outside. Those are 1, 2, 7, 8. These are exterior angles. Next, pair of corresponding means which will be the corresponding. So 1 to 5. So 1 is corresponding to 5. Next, 2 to 6. 2 is corresponding to 6. After that, 3 is corresponding to 7. 4 is corresponding to 8. Those are corresponding angles. Now, pair of alternate interior angles. Alternate means these are 3 and 6, 4 and 5. Okay. Similarly, pair of alternate exterior. Exterior means these are. So 1 with 8. Okay. 2 with 7. These are alternate exterior angles. Inside, interior angles. Next, pair of interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Which are those? Same side, interior, 3 and 5, 4 and 6. So these are pair of interior angles on the same side of the transversal. See, here it is transversal, one side, 3 and 5 is there, and the side 4 and 6 is there. So applying these angles in a parallel lines, what we will get, which will be the equal, which will give us supplementary. Let's see. Very important concept, that is, if two parallel lines are there and it cut by the transversal, then here we will get some equal angles as well as sum of two angles. So first, if two parallel lines cut by a transversal, here L and let's take M are two parallel lines cut by a transversal, then each pair of corresponding angles are equal. Which are corresponding angle here? 5 is corresponding to 6. It means angle 5 equal to angle 6. Okay, angle 7 equal to angle 7 is equal to angle 8. Okay, similarly 3 equal to 4. Angle 3 equal to angle 4. And angle 1 equal to angle 2. Angle 1 equal to angle 2. These are corresponding angles which are equal. Now, each pair of alternate interior angles also equal. Which are alternate interior angles? 3 and 8, 1 and 6. It means angle 1 equal to angle 6. Similarly, angle 3 equal to angle 8. Angle 3 equal to angle 8. Okay, these are alternate interior angles. Now, coming to each pair of the interior angles on the same side of the transversal are supplementary. Same side means here. On interior, which are those 3 and 6, 1 and 8. So it means if you add them, you will get the supplementary angle. What is supplementary angle? Supplementary is nothing but 180. It means angle 1 plus angle 8. Angle 1 plus angle 8 gives us 180 degree. Similarly, angle 3 plus angle 6. Angle 3 plus angle 6 gives us 180 degree. So these pairs are on the same side. See here, 3 and 6 are one side and 1 and 8 are one side. So whenever you will get the angles on the same side of the transversal or supplementary, means their sum will be equal to 180 degree. So this is the basic concept to solve the problems on the lines and angles. The concept how to find the corresponding angles as well as alternate angles. So whenever you will getting the F shape, so it stands for corresponding angles. How? See here, two lines are parallel with one transversal. So here I am making the F shape. So here angle, these two angles are corresponding. And here two lines are parallel with one transversal. Then here I am making the F shape, that is gives us corresponding angles. So here also these two are corresponding angles where we are getting the F in the bottom side. Now the Z shape stands for the alternate angles. Wherever you get the Z shape, see here, these are alternate angles. Gives us vertices of that Z gives us alternate angles. So here also, okay. And lastly, so this type of angles gives us alternate angles which are in the Z shape. Okay. So like this you should understand the corresponding angles as well as alternate angles.
The next concept is about checking the parallel lines. How to check? If when a transversal cuts two lines such that pair of corresponding angles are equal, then the lines have to be parallel. So here if we getting two corresponding angles are equal along with the transversal, then those lines will be parallel. Similarly, when transversal cuts two lines such that pair of alternate interior angles are equal, the line have to be parallel. See here in Z shape. So here we are getting two alternate angles. Okay, if these two alternate angles are equal, then these lines will be parallel. Next, when a transversal cut two lines such that pair of interior angles on the same side of transversal are supplementary. It means if they giving us sum of 180 degree, then the lines have to be parallel. See here, angle 1 plus angle 2. If we gets here 180 degree, then we can say angle P is parallel to angle L. So using this concept, now we will solve the exercise.
So in exercise 5.2, they given in first question one diagram where A and B are two lines with one transversal along with the 8 angles. So you have to write the property which gives us if A parallel to B, then angle 1 equal to angle 5. See here, angle 1 and 5 both are corresponding angles. When two lines are parallel, cuts with transversal, then corresponding angles are equal. Corresponding angles are equal. Angles are equal. Okay, so I given the full sentence in the PDF, so write it full sentence. Corresponding angles are equal. That's why angle 1 equal to angle 5. Now, if angle 4 equal to angle 6, then A parallel to B. Yes, where is 4 and 6? Here, 4 and 6. So when alternate angles are equal along with the transversal, then lines are parallel. So converse of alternate angles. Alternate angles. Why? If lines are parallel, alternate angles are equal. If alternate angles are equal, then automatically lines are parallel. That's why we will use the word converse, means reverse order. So if angle 4 plus angle 5, where angle 4 plus 5 gives us 180, then A parallel to B. Why? Sum of angles on the same side of transversal. Sum of angles on same side of transversal or supplementary. Transversal or supplementary. Supplementary means 180 degree. So if they are supplementary, then the lines will be parallel. So that's why we'll get here angle 4 plus angle 5 will be 180. So if they are 180, then automatically A parallel to B. Second question for your practice. It is very easy. Just identify the angles and write down. Now third question. Here they given P parallel to Q. P parallel to Q, and we have to find the unknown angles. Okay. So here see 125 and E. If you add both, 125 plus E gives us 180. Why? Those are linear pair. What is linear pair? Sum of angles on a straight line. Those gives us 180 degree. So angle E equal to 180 minus 125. So how much we will get here? Angle E equal to 55 degree. 180 minus 125 gives us 55 degree. So angle E equal to angle F. Why? Vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles. See the figure. See, angle E and F are vertically opposite. So F we got, and F is equal to A. Why? Angle F equal to angle A. So here mention it. It is 55. Okay, angle F equal to angle A. Why? See, P and Q are parallel and one line is transversal. Then F and A will be alternate angles. Alternate angles. Okay, so angle A also equal to 55 degree. Now A plus B, what we will get? A plus B gives us that is 180 degree. Why? Linear pair. Linear pair. Okay, so A is 55, then angle B equal to 180. So angle B equal to 180 minus 55. So here we will get 125. So we got here B equal to 125. So angle A is equal to angle C. Similarly, angle B equal to angle D. Why? See here, vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles. So angle C is equal to 55 degree. Angle D is equal to 125 degree. So we got the all angles where angle E equal to 55, angle F is also 55, A is 55, B is 125, C is 55, D is 125. Okay, so like this we have to find the other unknown angles along with the one given angle, that is 125. Understood? So like this you have to do the fourth main two problems. Okay, those are practice. Now I will solve the fifth one. Now in the fifth question, fourth one is for your practice. So in fifth question they given ABC is 70 degree. Then we have to find the DGC where arms of the angles are parallel. If AB is parallel to DB, then automatically DGC is equal to ABC. Why? Corresponding angles. Corresponding angles. So where corresponding angles? Where AB parallel to DC. So these are corresponding angles. That's why DGC equal to 70 degree. Similarly, in the second, what we have to find? We have to find the DEF. DEF is nothing but GEF. DEF. So it is also equal to DGC. Why? DGC. Same thing. These are also corresponding angles where corresponding angles where GC parallel to EF. So then corresponding angles are equal. So DEF equal to 70 degree. So like this we have to solve the problems. And sixth question is there. You have to decide whether L is parallel to M. So 4 problems they given. Just use the properties and find them they are parallel or not. So do it as your practice.